Hi, I'm back to talking about the nervous system, which I actually talked in Finnish earlier. Um, it's not so much that I want to tell you what I know, because a nervous system, like any other system or thing, is a thing of inquiry, own inquiry into it. There's actually nobody who knows much about anything. It's all about inquiries or scientific research or inner perceptions of somebody that is telling from their perception, and that's exactly what I'm also doing. It's been quite a few years, maybe, since the vagus nerve became a big thing, which is wonderful that it became known, that people know about how it is being frozen or not being able to communicate, act, respond, or how you feel like the heart is starting to bump fast and you want to run away, hide somewhere. All these things which are the outcome of the nervous system, well, actually they're not the nervous system. Nervous system has just recorded situations. Let me put it differently. Nervous system records the information, the data that it receives from way beyond the nervous system. And at the time it appears in the nervous system, it is translated through our worldview, personal view, traumas, and all the tensions, ideas about things. So the nervous system, when it starts translating the output into action to send the messages, how muscles contract, how what we think the nervous system is doing. That's actually important, what we think what the nervous system is doing, because actually nervous system is doing what we think. It's a thought. It's an electromagnetic field of our thought. And when you go beyond the thought, when you go into the presence, when you go beyond time and space, that's when you start actually really affecting the real communication. So, and I'm not saying this is the truth, I'm just saying my own perception about things. And what comes to me right now when I'm at the subject without thinking about it, having not written about it, anything, just talking right now from my current moment perception of nervous system. I could say, for example, I'm talking about words. I have words, and the words themselves actually mean nothing unless I mean something with the words. The word itself carries a vibration, and according to the vibration, what I say means something. If I'm just talking about words, they just they don't even stay in your memory properly. You have to try to memorize it. But when I have something behind the word, then it starts actually resonating. And when I am in the presence, and then the words come from the presence, they don't even resonate anymore in the way I'm slowing down, I'm going beyond the time, and I let the words come from beyond the time to this talking. And then even the magnetism starts dissolving. The resonation starts changing and shifting. The vibration shifts into a different time, a different dimensional information, which then actually translates to you via your presence. It's not anymore words that you just hear with the ears and translate in the brain, and which come a nervous system output then into action. But it's a communication via presence, using in our timeline, in our space, also words. So the presence of vibration of the happening translates into words and reaches your presence when I am very present. So the same thing happens with our body thing. The nervous system is the electromagnetic output, the information output of things which have already happened in your whole being. You have perceived something, it has come, reached you via information. Just a moment, little pause. So I continue here. I was talking about the electromagnetic communication of the nervous system, how that reaches to other people, and then you make an electromagnetic antenna communication with other people, a web, kind of a web, of a nervous system web, which is true. People are making that. That's happening because the timeless perception is actually forgotten, pretty much forgotten. And that's why the nervous system has become such a big thing. If you practice and put your attention, especially if you put your attention and awareness into the timeless being that you are underneath, beyond, in front, or whatever you say, or whatever resonates to you, you come to contact with the origin, the life force, the life presence that you are, which is already acknowledged in fascia related studies and practices, that you first, before you even touch people, you come to presence with them. And that's when your fascia, all of the information that travels through fascia, it's called it's the plasma, where you have crystalline water. Crystallized water is the communication way of communication in the body. So when you are present, you receive the information via your fascia way before there is any nervous system. And I'll go to the embryological part in another time, because that has a big thing to play with this, because it happened already when you were about 15 days, that you had this big amniotic fluid sac behind you, and you had the notochord coming, the plasmic notochord coming inside before you had the spine. That was plasma information, and that went into your integrated to your physical structure, and it became an energetic information inside. And then you still have that information, but because that got distorted, the information in that backside body, people have started to communicate very much in the front. I have my arms here, very much in the front here, and that is a nervous system communication from here to front. And actually the information doesn't come from the back, where there would be a stillness, where the nervous system would have time to come, be received, and then translate to action. It doesn't have time to do that because it's overridden by other things. So I will tell more. I have exercises, or I have very simple exercises you can do to actually go back to that memory where there was no nervous system yet, where the whole body can recalibrate itself, remember itself, and then the messages that your body system, you, give through to the last point, which is the translator nervous system, the recorder, then that recorder records more accurate information, because now the recording goes through your what Buddha already in the beginning said, all these different things. And so the end result is that your electromagnetic information that you put out is nervous, is already traumatized, it's already out of order. And then from that, we create a whole web of communication in this world via the nervous system. And it is already out of order. It's already traumatized. And then we can start relaxing, of course, it from that end by starting to do all kinds of relaxation methods for the nervous system. It's a long way. It's unnecessarily complicated, even though that is also good, because then you do go into self-inquiry, you do go into interoception, you get messages from inside, and you will learn how you respond, how you react, and things like that. But it's a long way. Things are much more easy. Things are actually much more simple than that. And that's why I have started to now put attention more into actually sharing what I perceive about nervous system. And it's not just, I've learned of things from outside, of course. I've been with people who know also, people who inquire differently. It's not my invention. We're all together here. So see you next time. Enjoy your nervous system. Enjoy your peace and your presence. Lots of love.